Alrighty, what's up YouTube? So, today I got a freaking live action anime adaptation tier list video for you guys today. I don't know if tier lists are dead, but hopefully they're not, because I'm most likely going to be putting out a childhood cartoons, mostly from like Cartoon Network or something like that, later on this week or something like that. But this one's going to be about anime live actions. I have no idea if anybody has made a tier list like this and whatnot, so I just created one myself, especially on Tier List Maker, because I couldn't find one for the freaking life of me. So but you know, I kind of wonder, has anyone on YouTube made a video about this? The Anime Man made one just an hour ago. I guess great minds think alike. Here's my tier list. Definitely, most likely not going to go as in-depth as the Anime Man maybe has. Most of these most of these live actions, I am most likely just going to go off based on memory, because I've watched all of these. Some of them I had to go back and rewatch because, you know, my memory's not all that good. But yeah, let's just go ahead and do this tier list. So none of these are in alphabetical order. These are just whatever I just put up. But the first one is Gintama. If you guys don't know, Gintama is what was it? It's the comedy king of shonen anime. A comedy manga that I absolutely love and adore. When the anime came out, it was even more amazing. What else can I say about this? It was just really good. I think I remember specifically one of the first scenes was them kind of breaking the fourth wall, like Deadpool would. So they're pretty much talking about how people are going to be sitting down and watching them. So that was pretty funny. The comedy just hits super hard in this show, and it was made by Hollywood. Usually I expect Hollywood to absolutely just, you know, destroy an IP, like Netflix did with freaking He-Man, like what Netflix did with another show I'm going to be talking about on this list. But yeah, Gintama, S tier. S tier, great, loved it. I probably should zoom it in a bit so you guys can see it. So yeah, Gintama, S tier. Now Assassination Classroom. I forgot if this was made in Japan or made in America. Pretty sure it was made in Japan. This came out in 2015. I'm pretty sure I watched it in like 2017 or something like that. I remembered it being pretty good. I wouldn't say funny, because when I watched the anime of Assassination Classroom, I didn't laugh that much. It was more of a dang. It was more of that type of a feeling. But the thing I liked the most was Taco Sensei. Taco Sensei, which is the alien octopus, yellow head ball guy. That was my most favorite part of the entire thing. Not Nagisa, not the whole entire exam thing that they did, not the shooting range thing and all that crap. I mostly liked it for Taco Sensei, because he was the most entertaining freaking character in the entire thing, and they didn't mess him up. I won't really be talking about casting choices and all that, because I don't watch a lot of Japanese shows and whatnot, so I don't know any of the actors and actresses and all the OG actors and whatnot. I can just pretty much say how much I enjoyed the film on a just anime lover, side of things, and as a person who's watched and adored anime for a majority of my life, yeah. This is pretty good. I would put it... Would I put it at Gintama level? Is it Gintama level for me? No. It was good, and I would watch it again. Definitely. Rurouni Kenshin, Jesus. Rurouni Kenshin, I'm pretty sure had like 4 movies, and it kind of speaks the fact that they made 4 movies of how good it is. So I don't feel like I need to say more. Also, was it really true to like the anime and whatnot? Yeah, for the most part, yeah, it was pretty good. Can't say much on casting choices and whatnot. I do see familiar faces from other Japanese shows I've seen, but for the most part, it was pretty good. Would I put it on Gintama level, or would I put it on Assassination Classroom level? Uh, oh man, I'm a big fight scene person too, because I watch a lot of martial arts movies. You know, when you grow up as an Asian kid, or just growing up in general, and you like have a family who like does martial arts and whatnot, or you just have family and friends who are Asian and whatnot, you always see Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, and Jet Li movies. Maybe some Donnie Yen, maybe some Tony Jaa, maybe some other old martial arts movies with the one guy who sacrificed himself to boost up Godzilla in the Godzilla versus Ghidorah movie. I forgot what his name was. I don't remember. Somebody comment down below. But God, I gotta put Rurouni Kenshin. I great loved it S tier. Yeah. Now, Owl Haru Ride. Owl Haru Ride. I'm pretty sure that's what it was like. Blue Spring Ride. I think that's the English version of it. Enjoyed the heck out of the actual anime, even though it's like a shoujo anime and whatnot. As an anime watcher, you can't just stick to shonen. You can't stick to just seinen and whatnot. You gotta venture over the wall into the shoujo territory and get more cultured. You gotta watch the I can't really say the H word. The heckler, the hentai. Yeah, we just call it hentai. I'm pretty sure that's what the anime man calls it too. Hentai, you gotta get cultured. But Ao How to Ride was a shoujo romance anime, manga, and a live action. Would I say it was good? The silence kind of says it all, honestly. Gosh, this is one of the ones where I watched it. I forgot when it came out. But when I watched it, I think it was okay. Yeah, I think it was okay. So a good B tier. A good B tier. Mostly because I think the storytelling aspects was really good. They didn't try and like make anything too crazy like in some of the other ones. Especially one of the ones down here, and I'm literally circling around it. I'm not usually fond of like when they have a blonde character in like a freaking anime and whatnot. They like have to make the actor blonde, or like if the character is like a mixed race of like American, Japanese, and whatnot, they have to make them certain types of hair color, eye color, and all that. I'm not usually fond of that. Just stick it to real and don't make them bug-eyed and whatnot. So I think Ao How to Ride or Blue Spring Ride was pretty okay. I would say I would watch it again. I'd probably rewatch it after this, because I actually haven't watched this in I think a year or so. So yeah, trash, actual death. So this is I don't know why I found the picture of Ryuk, and I might as well just do the rest of the freaking Death Notes as well. But this is the Netflix adaptation of Ryuk and the Death Note series. I'm pretty sure it was just I don't think it was a movie. I think it was a TV series. I watched it all, and let's just say I watched the first episode and automatically quit. And then when I was thinking about making this video, I had to go back and watch like the rest of it. And if you want to actually like this is a show to watch. It was actually so terrible. Like the amount of thoughts I had running through my head when watching this was unimaginable. Yeah. I guess I'll do the rest of the Death Notes too. So this one was the one with the very good L, the one with the eyeshadow that's all around his eyes. Um, this was really good. I think as a thriller cop detective show, I think it's pretty good. I think as an anime adaptation is pretty good. The whole he has the notebook in the freaking chip bag and writing on it while watching like a small television and whatnot, which is exactly what they did in the anime. Pretty freaking good. I think that's just a few little moments I remembered of it. I think L also had his own little like spin-off movie where like he writes his name in the book and then tells Ryuk that he's going to like die in like 71 days or something, and then like these little kids try and help him fix his posture and whatnot. I think that was like pretty freaking funny to me. But yeah, it was pretty good. The second one, how much do I remember of this second one? I think this is the same actor that's in Tokyo Ghoul too, I think. How much do I remember of this? A little bit. I think I remember a little bit about it. For the most part, I think it was okay. I may have to go back and rewatch this one again. But I think it was okay. I think this first one was just amazing. Probably because it was the first one I saw, and it was also during the time where I just got done watching Death Note. The second one, I think it was okay. I may have to go back and rewatch it, and then I don't think I'll update this, but yeah. I think that's it. Now, okay, Dragon Ball. This is like a mark of death on anime live adaptations. Like as an anime fan, manga fan and all that, I'm pretty sure the anime community knows how terrible live actions are. And this one was, I think, the very first live action I've ever saw, and it's the only Dragon Ball live adaptation, and it was absolute dog garbage. Like yo, you cannot. There is not anybody in this entire freaking world that can freaking, what do you call it, convince me that this show is good. Like, if you think the live action adaptation of Dragon Ball was good, you are delusional. Yeah. Oh my lord. Okay, so Speed Racer is next. Speed Racer. If you guys didn't know, Speed Racer is an anime, by the way. I don't think a lot of people who are born after 2010 may know this or something like that. But Speed Racer was an anime. Was it a good anime? I don't remember. It was too long ago. I think I remembered watching like reruns of it sometime long ago. And I watched this. This show had an actor in it that was pretty interesting to have an actor in it. The only actor I know, I think, is a Korean actor, and he played as, like, Ninja Assassin, if you guys know that movie. And he's like, I think he's called Rain in Korea. But yeah, he's in this movie for some reason. I thought it was an interesting cast and all that. But Speed Racer was, oh man, from CGI to car stunts and all that to storytelling. Ooh, was it good? I put it oof. I put it oof because I wouldn't put it on like Blue String Ride and like freaking Death Note. I would put it there, but I put it a high C tier and a high oof, yeah. So Anita. Oh lord, Anita. Oh my lord. If you want to talk about bug-eyed to the bug-eyed, like it looks scoopable, god damn it, is Anita that right there. Like, oh my lord. My biggest criticism is the way they CGI'd Anita's face and made her bug-eyed. like it may be to like differentiate like androids to humans, you know, but yeah. It ain't no like freaking Elon Musk trying to make a robot, you know, even though they did just do that. I saw that on the news last night. But you know, this Anita, ooh, oh Lord, God, please no.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
God, please no. I think the storytelling was eh. I don't know why Hollywood tends to mess up stories, but they like are very on point on like the looks of characters and whatnot, and like the looks of certain scenes and whatnot. But when it comes to storytelling, gosh, ugh, ugh. Now Bleach, Bleach was good. Bleach was good. Now I remember the original Bleach anime. I think it got canceled or something. Maybe I don't remember why it got canceled. I think the two things that I talked about in high school with my friends about the Bleach anime was why it got canceled, but I don't remember the conversation, or like did they catch up to the anime? No, not the anime. Did they catch up to the manga, and then that's why they had to cancel it because I think Tite Kubo was on a hiatus or something like that. So I don't remember. Somebody comment down below why Bleach got canceled, or I'll probably just look it up after filming this. But yeah, Bleach does have the actor in Forze. If you guys know Kamen Rider Forze, I made a video on that. It's in another tier list. You guys can go watch that video. But he's also in, I think, this one movie in Japan where these high school kids get trapped by like some Japanese gods, and then they have to like kill each other and whatnot. Very, very good actor from what I've seen. He portrays characters pretty well, but they honestly all look like they're in cosplay. I can't really say it looks like great, especially Japanese CGI. The way Japanese companies do CGI is too cartoony, especially in a live adaptation, and I just don't like it. Like, it's a big no. It's just no. Like, if they made the Hollows look like the freaking monster from Stranger Things or something like that, I'd be like, damn, this is pretty awesome. That's just my criticism, but it was okay. It was okay. I give it C tier. Like, I'd put it like bottom C tier, honestly. Full Metal Alchemist now. Full Metal Alchemist, I don't remember if they even called this Brotherhood. This is actual death. This is actual death. Like I don't even remember if they added the little girl and the dog. If you guys know that scene, I don't even remember if they added the phone booth death, which was absolutely sad in the anime. I don't remember a lot about this. I literally watched this and then turned my brain off. I actually had to go monkey brain to like just get through this. So, yeah, Fullmetal Alchemist, actual death. Guyver, Guyver the bio boosted armor. I'm pretty sure not a lot of people know of this live action. It literally looks like a probably maybe less than $5,000 budget movie. Even though the costumes look absolutely amazing. And I would say oh god, the fight scenes were pretty terrible, honestly. The suits were made pretty well. They look awesome. The monsters looked okay. Even though they looked like Super Sentai Kamen Rider monsters that you would see. And yeah. They did make the main character, obviously this was I think, Hollywood production. Yes, no, maybe so. They did still call the main character show and all that. But Guyver was a big oof. It was a big oof. I think there's two movies. There are two movies, and this one was a big oof. The second movie was pretty oof too, because they pretty much made Guyver 2, which was like the yellow mustardy looking Guyver, and then they added him to a monster, and then they created like the monster Guyver. That was just all weird and all that, so it was whatever. Yeah. Okay, Your Lie in April. Your Lie in April was good. I would watch it again. Now, my only criticisms are like some of the scenes were like, not directly from the anime and whatnot, which is like my only things about it. I did like the fact that they didn't make her blonde. They didn't try to put blue eye contacts in her eyes. The music was great. As a person who liked studying music and liked practicing piano and guitars and violins and flutes and all that stuff, even though I've stopped doing it and I've probably lost my touch by now, this was pretty good. Of course, the whole thing about, I think her name is Chiori, something like that. Gosh, I'm terrible with names. But yeah, the whole thing about her dying, you obviously could tell because it was very set up. Now, when I first watched Your Lie in April, the anime, I did cry. The second time, I was like, oh, yeah. The whole entire time, during those, I think, last two episodes before you get to know that she dies, it really tells you. It really foreshadows the absolute hell out of it. But yeah, it was still good. The live adaptation was pretty good. Decently faithful. The aesthetic is there. The storytelling is there. Pretty good. God. Attack on Titan. AT&T, or whatever. Actual death. Actual freaking death. So, this one was pretty weird. Some of the Titans were like people who were CGI'd into the scene, or you could say the other way around. People were CGI'd into the scene of the Titans, and obviously they had to do a lot of CGI and whatnot. And they didn't have Levi in there, which is one of the most popular characters that I know a bunch of females really love. Something that throughout high school I saw a bunch of females in my high school absolutely go weird, bat freaking crazy about it. But Levi was not in this for reasons, I guess. I don't know the reasons. Maybe for the fact that they probably have very hard pronunciation names, if that's even a word. Even though I'm pretty sure most of all the freaking characters, like Eren Yeager, have like German names. So Levi, which is just freaking, I'm pretty sure, Levi in freaking Japanese, and then Eren Yeager is freaking in Japanese. I'm pretty sure none of voice actors had trouble saying their names. I'm kind of spazzing out over here. The freaking Titans just looked weird. Eren turning into a Titan was just freaking weird. Like, you could tell it was a freaking suit of latex. God. Jesus. And as a person who really likes like special effects and whatnot, and like costume design and all that crap, Jesus was Attack on Titan just the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Man. The worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Jesus. Alrighty. So, this one I just found out too. Fist of the North Star, for some reason, had a freaking live action. The main actors obviously looks American. And obviously can't really see it, but like, go check it out. Go watch it and see how bad it is for yourselves. Because I don't know what was going on. This might have been the Bruce Lee era, Jackie Chan era. So they wanted to do something with martial arts in it, and so they chose Fist of the North Star for some odd freaking reason. And this was just absolutely terrible. So I will have to put this crap actual death. Or just at the bottom. No. Actual death. I'm just going to put actual death because I don't find this better than these. And these are all terrible. Fist of the North Star. I actually, when I found this out, and even before, like the Anime Man made his video on it, which I haven't watched yet. I'll probably watch it after this. But Fist of the North Star, I had to like dig through the freaking internet and find it. Like this, like they had to. I forgot if they like sped it up because they had no special effects for the most part back in the day. Fist of the North Star, the main character, I forgot his name. I forget everybody's name, but he like does this whole pressure point thing, and in this movie, he freaking just like it looked like he had to do it very slowly, and then they sped it up. Like holy crap, that was something. Kite or yeah, Kite. I'm not even going to say Kite, just to like piss people off. Kite. It was based off of a hentai that was pretty freaking weird. And I think the Anime Man made a video on this about how it's like banned in Japan or the whole world or something like that. Yeah, this one, the adaptation is like 10 times worse. Like they added a bunch of fluff into it that made no sense, and it was pretty terrible. Like I think they put a little bit too much on their plate or something like that, or it was just something that they just didn't know what to do with. Cause even watching like Kite, the little anime hentai, that was my brain shut off for that too, because it was just weird to me. This was even worse. When I first found this out, I had to watch it and then double speed it, and then I was like, God, this is terrible. Skip. So yeah, actual death. Blade of the Immortal. Pretty good show. It was a pretty good show. Not show, movie. It was pretty good. Wow. Jeez. Am I going to make my S tier all samurais? All samurai stuff? I guess I just really like martial arts movies the most. And these three are like samurai, martial arty type of things. Except for Gintama. Even though Gintama does have a lot of fight scenes in it. The choreo is pretty good. But I just really like the comedy of Gintama the most. So, yeah. I guess I will put it S tier. Great, I loved it. Can I Eat Your Pancreas? This one was interesting to watch. I put it as okay. I put it as okay because this show was mostly about like the human nature or the human character and all that. Usually I think that like they would mess up the story, but the story was okay. What I think it was amazing? No. Not mostly, but when I watched the anime, I think it was okay as well. I'm not really all fond of like slice of lifey type of shows and animes, but yeah. Can I Eat Your Pancreas? It's okay. I wouldn't put it on. I wouldn't put it on the tier of like Your Line April. It was okay. JoJo. JoJo is a oh God please no. You know that one meme.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I forgot which part this was, and I even forgot the characters' names. So the CGI was decent. Some of them look goofier than others. You know, usually I want to see a bit more like realism when I see this type of stuff because obviously they're portraying a live adaptation, so I want to see a lot more realism. So whenever I saw this, you know, the really weird pompadours and all that stuff, and one of the characters I remember from The actual anime was a bit of a bitch, and he turned even more of a wimp. In this show, I do know that like Japanese movies and actors, they tend to do more exaggerations. Same as like I think Korea does the same thing, a little bit more exaggerated. Um, and then like the U.S. does a bit more toned down, more serious, more natural acting. But for the most part, this was pretty. Whew, it was. Ugh. I would put it above actual death though. It's on par with Anita. It's okay. It was a big oh god no, but you know, it. I would say Speed Racer and Guyver was better than these two. Actually, oof, Guyver, oof. I might have to move that down a bit. Yeah, I may have to move that down a bit. Yeah. Orange. Orange was a big oof. I put it above Speed Racer. Orange, super slice of lifey. Very like down to earth. Very, you know, focused on the characters and their development, you could say. But for the most part, I think it was boring. I think when I watched the anime, when I read the manga, and I watched this live action, I found all of it boring because it was super slice of lifey, very in tune to real life, and pretty much it was based on real life and whatnot. But yeah, found it very boring. When I watch stuff, I want things to not be real life because I'm trying to get out of my real life. You know, playing games, watching anime, watching sports. You know, I don't want to deal with real life. You know, I want to see some funny stuff. I want to see some like romantic kind of get you emotional stuff. You know, I want to see some action. I want to see some like fight scenes and whatnot. I want to see like some thrillery and all that. So whenever I see orange, I'm just like, boring. But it was pretty decent, even though it was boring as hell to watch. Now Parasite. Parasite is, oof. No matter how much I love the anime, and I did go and read the manga as well after watching the anime. This live action, super goofy as well. And as you may know, a very, very trend thing that you will see me talk about when it comes to Japanese animation for the most part. When they do CGI, it tends to be pretty goofy. I don't know if it's a texture problem, a model problem, and whatnot. And I don't know how they teach animators over there or 3D animation artists and whatnot. I don't know how they teach them or not, but for the most part, pretty goofy. Would I say it was good? It was okay. I would put it at probably under orange. No, I put it above orange. Please? Okay. I put it above orange. It's big oof. Mostly because I liked the anime so much that this was an actual stain on the anime. Like, I'm not one of those like pigs that Marvel tends to like appeal to, and I'm not a pig for like Bleach and would like just eat up anything Bleach, but like I'm not a pig for freaking Parasite either, and I would eat up anything Parasite, because honestly, this show was big oof. It was kind of whatever. The CGI was super goofy, same as like freaking Attack on Titan, so it was big whatever. It was a big whatever oof. It was not okay. It was not okay. I wouldn't even put it on the level of okay, but yeah. What else? Ghost in the Shell with Scarlett Johansson. ScarJo, some people would say. While her acting in Black Widow and whatnot is pretty okay, her acting in this was pretty okay as well. I would put it at oof. I put it above Parasite actually. Please. I would put it at a good C tier. And of course, C tier and below is pretty much don't ever watch it for the most part. Of course, the oof tier is, you know, you can watch it if you want, but anything under oof is just don't watch it for the life of you unless you want to experience 1,000 years of pain, you know, up your butt. But yeah, Um, ScarJo playing the main female lead in Ghost in the Shell. It was okay. One of the things I remember the most were, what was it? I think the scenes were great. The characters and their design was pretty good as well. They always have the aesthetics on point. Now, of course, there were some things I remember from the ending that absolutely destroyed the story. There was a cool thing with like robot. What are they called? What are they called? Geishas? Yeah, they had like robot geishas, and I thought that was really cool. But for the most part, everything else, story-wise, was kind of whatever. I didn't really care about it. It wasn't awesome, amazing. It just made me like, oh, cool. As a sci-fi movie, I'd be like, oh, cool. Because, I'm not much of a sci-fi person. Now, this was, what was it? The Promised Neverland. I had to think about it for a moment. The Promised Neverland. Where would I put it? Let me think and talk about it for a bit more. The Promised Neverland. The things I remember the most was how scary the freaking main maid was. I forgot who played her, but she was the scariest person I think I've ever seen. Like, it gave me Get Out vibes, cause like, of course, if you guys know Promised Neverland, if you watch the anime, read the manga, just read the manga. The anime is kind of whatever to me, honestly. Just read the manga. But the main maid, not the other one that got race swapped. Even though I do think there are a lot of black female maybe actors in Japan, but Japan has their own kind of thing about that. So that's a topic for another video, maybe not. You can probably see what other people say about like other ethnicity of actors in Japan. I'm pretty sure there are videos about that on YouTube. But yeah, they kind of race swapped a character, the other maid that's kind of bigger in size, a little bit more active, flexible and whatnot. And then you got the scary maid, which, the way her acting was so good that actually made me scared. It made me think about when you're a kid and your mom goes silent and she just gives you that death stare and you're like, oh, fuck, I'm about to get my ass beat. It's like that, but worse, because this maid, I'm pretty sure, would kill you. It was okay. I would say it's okay, even though the costume designs and all that were kind of a little over. Sometimes a little goofy. Of course, they try to make the main female lead look kind of like the main female lead in The Promised Neverland, but it was okay. I would kind of put it in oof because of, the race swapping and then just how the characters were and all that, but it was okay. It was okay. Tokyo Ghoul. Pretty good. Put it A tier. Don't know why my S tier is all samurai stuff. I would kind of put Tokyo Ghoul in the S tier, but I think it deserves to be at the top of A tier. Mostly because the actor was phenomenal. He played a very good Kaneki. Nothing was super goofy for the most part. I thought that the CGI for the ghouls and whatnot were pretty, not spot on, but like pretty well done. The girl who, I forgot her name. I think was it not Riaz? Why am I thinking of High School DxD? Ria or something like that. The purple hair girl that tries to eat Kaneki. But then that big freaking steel pillars fall on her and she dies and they get an organ transplant and whatnot. You know who I'm talking about. But yeah, she was pretty well acted. A good character in this. I didn't see nothing wrong. None of the character designs were pretty goofy, or how they dressed up. The costume of the characters were goofy. Nothing like that was pretty crazy. I think everything was pretty well done. Yeah, pretty good things to say about it. Nothing too bad about it. I think it's all pretty good. I think the Tokyo Ghoul was one of the ones that like I feared the most because Tokyo Ghoul is very gritty, dark. It's a very seinen anime, and then when I heard that the live action was coming out, I was like, oh, they're going to do some censorship or something to it, and they're going to ruin it. I think this came around the time I was in high school. But yeah, it was pretty good. I had to go back and rewatch this one. I think I rewatched this one last week because I was thinking about this video, and I was like, I have to go back and rewatch some things. But yeah, this one's pretty good. I have nothing too bad to say about it, honestly. So, pretty much anything from okay and up, I would say, watch it. Actually, I'd put Promised Neverland on maybe above Oof. At the top of Oof, honestly. The only thing I really loved about The Promised Neverland was that one female actor, with the that's supposed to be like the very slanted eye maid. That's the very scary one, because honestly, she's pretty scary. But yeah, I should probably add another tier, but it's fine. Pretty much, Promised Neverland, I would say you can watch it. I would say go and watch it. All the ones in Oof are pretty much, you can watch it if you want. Anything okay and up, I would say go watch it. The ones I recommend the most are obviously A tier and up, which is, it was good, would watch it again, and great, loved it. These tiers, I would say definitely go watch it. God, please no, don't ever go out and freaking watch those. Guyver, I would say, if you're a big Guyver fan like I was back in the day as a kid, do watch it and make your own opinions of it, but for me, it's pretty bad. And actual death is actual death, and if you watch it, you will experience 1,000 years of pain. So yeah, I'm going to end the video here. Please like, comment, subscribe, and comment down below if you think that, certain ones should go lower, certain ones should go higher. I'd probably put maybe Tokyo Ghoul higher, maybe, but I kind of like it where it's at right now. Also, comment down below your list, You could just, or add on to this list, of other live action anime adaptations that maybe I forgot about, maybe I don't know about, but yeah, comment down below, and I'll see you guys hopefully in the cartoon tier list, because I really want to make that video.